Good afternoon, everyone. We are going to review a little bit about unit number 3. That was the last topic we were studying. And for now, we are going to discuss the things that you should eat and what are the reasons why you should eat them. For example, things that you should eat vegetables and why should you eat them. And that is to get some fiber, maybe energy, to feel healthier, etc. So, what are some examples? So, you can write all the vegetables here that you should eat as some of the examples. And you can add more information here, the reasons and as well the examples. Things you shouldn't eat or drink. What are the reasons and examples? I can give you one reason, one of the examples. For example, alcoholic beverages. Reasons: because you can get addicted to them and they have a lot of sugars. Examples: beer, I don't know, like whiskey, wine. But obviously, when you drink them um, in big amounts, so you can also here complete this chart, give the reasons and examples. Then we can discuss a little bit about it in a voice thread that I'm going to upload. This is for now. This is what you have to do now. Page 50, remember. Now on page 51, what you're going to do is to call one of your friends by video call using WhatsApp or any other way. And you're going to discuss these questions. You can also make a group video call and call more than one partner at a time. And you're going to discuss which meal are you least likely to skip and which meal are you most likely to skip and why. What is to skip? Not to eat. For example, many people do not like to eat breakfast, so they rather skip it, and then they have let's say a huge brunch, which is like a combination of breakfast and lunch at 10, and then they would eat lunch at 2 p.m. and then dinner at 7 or 8. So they skip not only breakfast but some snacks. So those are some examples. 2. Bodybuilders, football players, and other athletes often try to gain weight and strength. What specific types of food you suggest for these people to eat? So bodybuilders are those who exercise in order to be very muscular. People who do sports, they also like to gain some muscles and weight and strength. So that's why you should suggest what types of food people can eat in that case. 3. What do you eat or drink that you know may be bad for your teeth? Would you consider stopping? Would you cut down some of these things? How do you try to avoid tooth decay? So cut down is like what things you should avoid, and tooth decay is like when you have your tooth like damaged. So how can you avoid that? 4. Do you ever think about the number of calories in certain foods you eat? Do you read the food labels? Why or why not? Well, there are some examples of diets in which you have to count calories. For example, diets like from the Weight Watchers program. So they say that one cup of rice means 20 calories. So a day you have to eat, for example, 100 calories, for example. So you count what you have in your plate for every meal. So that that is going to prevent people from having more calories a day than what is necessary. So that is one example. But have you ever done something like that? Five, which of your favorite foods do you think are the best sources of vitamins and minerals? And number six, what kinds of foods do you eat to get fiber in your diet? So you should know which ones by conducting some research, which ones are the a great source of uh, vitamins and fiber. Sorry, fiber. After discussing those questions, you're going to complete this chart by yourself, and you're going to complete it like um, the time and size of meals and snacks, but when you're at home, and those when you travel. The price of the food when you are at home and when you travel. In here, you're going to estimate the amount that it costs um, in your house and how much you have to pay in your when you travel. For example, I don't know, a glass of orange juice in your house that'll cost, I don't know, like 300 colones. But when you travel, that'll be like 100, 1,200 colones or so. So you estimate. Restaurants, when you're at, well, not when you're at home, but when I travel, and table manners, this is how you behave at the table. Okay? If you use napkins, fork, knife, etc. How you behave when you're at home and when you travel. So you're going to complete that. And the last exercise for this unit, that'll be foreign foods. So you have to think about possible answers to these questions. Do you know any regions or places famous for special kinds of food? Give examples and try to describe these foods. Can you name some foreign foods in the countries and the countries they come from? Which foreign dishes have you tasted and what is your favorite? Have you tried any North American food? What have you tried? So you can see in the picture some of the examples that you can refer to. And one important thing that I'm going to do here with you is that I want you to do some research on some regional foods. Okay, you can choose tacos, for example, or burritos or sushi. You're going to do some research about this on this food. Where is it from? How can you prepare that food? Very important to know the ingredients and the preparation process, and any cultural aspects about it.